Hey, I'm Adrian Parker, and I'm doing a concept speech today on injustice in America. This is my grandmother Nellie, my dad Robert, Jacoya, Sherry, and Shakithia. These are my five people audience. I also have a PowerPoint on my pad that I will pass around for the audience to view while I do my speech. All right. During this speech, I will speak about the injustice killings of unarmed African American men by police officers. Every day in America, Black men are viewed as viewed as a threat solely based on the color of their skin. African American men are likely to be killed by police officers more than any other race in America. Today in America, it seems as if officers have a shoot or be killed mentality when it comes to our Black men in America. African American men are gunned down by police officers no matter what. They are not given a fair chance to survive. If they follow the commands with their hands up, they still get shot. Prime example, Mike Brown. If they lay on the ground and put their hands behind their back, they still get shot. Prime example, Eric Garner. Even if they have a white iPhone plus 8 in their hand, they still get shot. Example, Stephen Carter. It's a lose-lose situation when you are a Black man if your life is in the hands of a police officer. Today, I will discuss the initial start of the Black Lives Matter movement. According to Selma Press Encyclopedia, the Black Lives Matter is an American social activist organization devoted to stopping violence and injustice against African Americans. Starting with the Black Lives Matter movement, which was formed in the response to several cases of police brutality involving killings of unarmed Black men. The initial Black Lives Matter movement started around 2013 after George Zimmerman was acquitted for the killing of Trayvon Martin. Trayvon Martin was a 16-year-old teenager walking home from school, and George Zimmerman was off duty neighborhood watch. He was told by 911 not to approach Trayvon Martin. He still approached the situation and ended up killing Trayvon Martin in the act. Zimmerman feared for his life allegedly. The 16-year-old Trayvon Martin only had a can of Arizona green tea and a bag of Skittles candy. Anytime an innocent African American is killed by the hands of a police officer and their criminal record is brought up. If he does not have a criminal record, one is made up. He is a thug, he's a gangbanger, he's a drug abuser. Have you ever noticed that when a white suspect has shot up a whole school, killing 22 kids, he's described as smart, intelligent, soft-spoken, polite, or a gentleman? They are captured alive and walked carefully to the police car, not once being viewed as a threat. But guess what? Black victims do not get the courtesy of being presumed innocent until proven guilty. Why? Because officers fear for their lives when it comes to Black men. Just last week, on March 22nd, Stephon Clark was shot 22 times, gunned down in his grandmother's backyard. The only weapon that he had on him was a white iPhone Plus. The Black Lives Matter movement didn't really get the national acknowledgement that it needed until around 2014 when Mike Brown was gunned down in the street. He was 18 years old, he was unarmed, and he was innocent. Daryl Wilson was a police officer at the time. This sparked outrage in the Black community. What happens when an officer involved in a shooting? What happened to that officer involved in killing the Mike Brown suspect? He was sent home on administrative leave. Even though the body cam showed exactly what happened to Mike Brown, the cop was still acquitted for all charges. As stated by Terry Carter, an author of ABA Journal, a little used statute puts white police officers involved in violent incidents with Black under guns over use of deadly force. It seems that the media protects the officers while tearing down the Black victims. According to Kristen Heiser, a writer for Sacramento News, The officer involved believed that they was put at risk. Now tell me, when does the iPhone Plus become a weapon? The black community have heard this several times before. What happened to running shots? What happened to being tased? What happened to getting shot in the shoulder or the leg? Just enough to bring down the alleged suspect. But once again, I remind you, when a white suspect shoots up a whole school, killing 22 people, not one time are they viewed as a threat. Welcome to Unjustice America. Thank you for listening to my speech today.